Okay, let's talk about how you can use the Desmos calculator to check equivalency. If you have multiple choice, you're not sure what to do, you can use the calculator and the answers to help you figure out what's reasonable, okay? So let's say that this top one, I'm given this expression and the question says which of these are equivalent to that top expression right there. And you're like, what? I don't know what's happening. Okay, this is what you can do. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to I use this keyboard. I'm going to create the fraction by doing division. Notice I'm in the top, okay? And I'm going to start typing in here. And I'm going to create that. So I'm going to do Shift 6 to go up. I'm just going to create the expression. And then I arrow down, right? And I'm going to keep building it. Okay, and you'll see that it says like, hey, I don't know that. Don't freak out just yet. We're just going to type, and I'm going to type the other answers here. Whoops, notice I didn't arrow down after my exponent. Always make sure you arrow out of your exponent. Okay, so we're ignoring that it's freaking out right now. Anytime you see a fraction, always use the division to set that up first, okay? And then my last one. Okay, so just typing it in just how I see it. Okay, so I have all of my answer choices set up here, okay? But all of them have this exclamation point. Don't let that worry you. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go in and I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna let x be 2, y 3, and z 4, okay? Pick any number that's not 0 or 1 because those can skew things, right? So wherever I have x, I'm gonna put 2. And I'll just go ahead and do that in all of my problems so that I don't forget that I made x2. Okay, and then let's say I want to make it y3. So I would just go in, put y everywhere in all of my problems wherever y is. I'm going to make y3 now. And then I'm going to make z. Oh, look, I skipped that y there. All right, and I'm going to make z4. Okay. Ooh, look, it gives me a result right there. So I'm looking for which of these answers gives me the same result. So I know it's not that first answer choice. Oh, hey, the second one equals 9 as well. That would tell me that they're equivalent. I can go put it in just to make sure something funky's not happening. Put 4 in here, and oh, that's not 9. So we're looking for the ones that are equivalent. So I have my original, and by substituting values in for my variables, I'm able to see that like, hey, the ones that are the same are the original and that second expression right there. That's how you can use it to help you out, okay? So let me show you one more time. I'm going to do another problem here. Maybe. All right, so let's say this is my problem. Okay, so again, I'm going to set it up first. And just outside my parentheses, just shift. Okay, oh, and look, this one, it gives me a graph because I only have x in there. Okay, once you throw in multiple variables, it gets like, what the heck are you doing? All right, so I'm going to type in my answer choices, and we have a couple ways of looking at this. I can see like, hey, those graphs don't match, right? So that's not what I want. Again, if you need a fraction, open up that keyboard, right? So I'm going to have 16 over x to the 9th. And I'm like, wait, hold up. Oh, look at that, okay? Those are matching. That would mean that those are equivalent, okay? I can type in the last one just to verify. And I say, oh, nope, that one didn't work, okay? And so I can see that those match. You could put in for all the x's, you could put in a value. Oh, make sure that we do times 2 because there was already a 2 in there. So times 2. right? And then 2, oh look, and I have to put the times in there or else it does funky things. Okay, so if there's a coefficient, if there's another number involved, make sure you do multiplication in between. Okay, but I can see that those numbers match. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If it's one variable, if it's x, then most likely you could graph it and compare the graphs. Okay, but if not, you can substitute numbers in and you can verify for yourself to see which ones are equivalent. We're seeing like, hey, they equal the same, that must be equivalent. Okay, so use the calculator. When in doubt, graph it out, throw it in the calculator, see if that helps you. But equivalence means that if I put the same values in, they would equal the same thing.